Okay, I think I'm back there. Stupid fucking controller ran out of battery, didn't it? And then I thought I lost the whole capture because obviously I'm recording this through the PS4, so if it jumps around a bit and misses things out, it's because the capture on that's not very good. But obviously, when the menu comes up, you lose what you've captured then if you haven't pressed the button in time. But I've just checked and I do have that. Yeah, so I was on about sequels and them being totally different, and I was just mentioning Prince of Persia. So the Prince of Persia trilogy was like Jack 2 in the sequel, Warrior Over the Inn. It just went really dark, and it really didn't need to. Prince of Persia 1, Sands of Time, was one of my favourite games on PS2. I think it's absolutely brilliant. Part of the reason why I loved it was because it reminded me of Aladdin, and that was like my favourite Disney 2D film. And it was just so much fun. Just really nice Arabian Nights sort of adventure. And then 2, he was like this gothic emo pirate guy killing loads of people and swearing and blood, and it just was completely different because they were trying to appeal to people who these games just weren't aimed at. And then for the third game in that original trilogy, I can't remember, Two Thrones I think it was, they tried to dial it back again, just like Jack 3. So you had this weird mixture of the darkness from 2 and then the sort of, you know, the Aladdin-esque sort of qualities of 1. And we got a gem, baby! Yeah! I mean, it just didn't really work, you know. For me, Prince of Persia: Sands of Time and Jak and Daxter are the best games in those trilogies. And thankfully, the original Crash, just to bring it back to prove my point of what I'm rambling on about, thankfully they didn't do too much of that. I mean, 3 Crash Warped, it's kind of good and bad for me. I love the platforming, I love the time travel. It's just, there's a lot of vehicle levels in it. You know, I never liked the bike. The bike just didn't control very well. The plane thing was cool, and the jet ski was okay, but that's not what I want to do in a Crash game. But thankfully, that was all it did. It never really went that far. And I hope if is it Beanox? I think it's Beanox. I'm not quite sure. It might not be. Vicarious Visions or whoever it is. We'll just say Activision. I hope if they do make an original Crash game at some point, I hope they don't go down that trap. Fall into that trap rather of trying to make it bigger by just getting Crash in all sorts of different scenarios. Oh, here's Crash in a mech suit, which I think they've already done because they did that in Wrath of Cortex. You know, oh, here's a Crash in a Lamborghini. You know, great. I'd rather than just create a really solid platformer. And for the love of God, don't give him a gun either. And the thing about Crash as well, it did have vehicles in it from the start, sort of. They were animals, weren't they? Because in this you had the warthog, and then 2 you had the polar bear, and then 3 you had tiger, and you had the dinosaur. Oh shit! Oh my god! I don't know how I managed that. Oh, look at all the gems you need there. And then you had the actual vehicles in 3. So yeah, I would say, oh, it's really tough really. What would be my favourite? In order of favourite, like 2's definitely my favourite Crash game. If the original trilogy, then I suppose 3 is the next one. It does do a lot of things right. And 1 is just, it's a good game, but it's much more basic. And the controls aren't great. Whereas in this one, you don't really have that problem, because it'll sort of control the same. You just can't do like the slide, the crouch walk, the tiptoe walk, and the slam. You just literally have jump and spin in this. I'm not sure if you get the sprint either. I think you do in this version. I'm sure you get it in for the time trials, don't you? I missed 3 boxes. That's all. But yeah, I would say Cortex Strikes Back, Warped, and then Crash Bandicoot. That'd be my order. I'd also love to see. Oh, we're on to the first boss. I'd also love to see a movie or a cartoon series of Crash. I think it could be really good. But keep him silent and just have other people around him be the talkers. Okay, so Papu Papu is a bit different in this version. He's still really easy, but he's got a bit more life. It doesn't really mean he's that much tougher. It's still a very simple fight. You just wait for him to slam down, jump over his stick, and then once he slams, that's when you're probably best to jump on his back. I think if you try and do it before, you tend to get hit, so you're better off just waiting. You get to enjoy some of the more cool music, and yeah, he's just very much a introduction boss, really. Which is odd because this is like, I don't think he's in the other two, is he? Yeah, he's actually in Crash Team Racing. You know, he's a playable character in that. Yeah, he only appears here once, and that's it. But I guess being the very first boss you fight, the majority of people back then played up to, you know, what's that, level 5 or something. So I suppose everyone saw him, whereas maybe, but then again, Pinstripe's like a racer in it as well, and he's like really far back in this. And Ripperoo. Yeah. Anyway, I've gone off on one now. Let's try and bring it back to Crash 1. Yeah, this really is a nice looking game. They did a really good job on this. You know, you could tell they actually, you know, not so much Activision, but the developer actually seemed to care about this. You know, I feel like they wanted to do right by Naughty Dog. Yeah, they definitely put a lot of effort into it. It feels like you're playing the original, and I think that's the greatest compliment you can give to this game, really. That it feels like the original. You know, because sure they could get the, you know, the visuals down. You know, yeah, this looks like the original. This looks how everyone goes. Oh, this looks how I remembered it looking. You know, but the actual gameplay itself, you know, the way he jumps, it all, you know, I don't feel like, I knew he was there somewhere. I don't feel like, you know, I'm playing with like a fake Crash. He's moving how I feel he should be moving. He's jumping and he's spinning how I think he should be spinning. And I think that's, oh fuck, I thought that was the exit. I think that's a real testament to the developer. You know, I think they did play the originals. They had those in the office, and I don't think they had the source code, because I think that just sort of got lost to time. But you can tell they clearly spent a lot of time playing the originals, getting a feel for it, and constantly going back and forth. I don't know why I'm waiting there, but I'm just desperately trying not to fall off. So yeah, I think that's the best compliment you can give to this game. And it surprised me really, because it is Activision, and I just felt that they would ruin it somehow, you know, that they would put DLC in it or some sort of bollocks, but they didn't with this one. It was unfortunately in Crash Team Racing that they've done that. And, you know, for better or worse, people seem to still be liking that game. For me, my biggest problem with Crash Team Racing is that they put the whole Nitro Kart stuff in it. Now, I never played Nitro Kart, so I don't care about all those other tracks. You know, I almost wish that would have just been some optional paid add-on to it. You know, if you there's something down there, isn't there? That's where you go for the gem. Oh shit. You know, if that's what they wanted to do as a season pass thing, then fair enough, you go and do that. But it's just annoying because... Oh, fuck. Sorry, I could not talk at the same time there. It's annoying because I didn't play those games. And it's like... Oh shit. I did it! Get out of here, embryo. You know, because the time trial seems pissing me off now, because I was sort of playing it and hoping to get the platinum, but the oxide times are just absolutely bullshit. So are the trophy ones, and the fact that I've got to do like 15 odd tracks that I've never really played before because of all the Nitro Kart ones just pisses me off, man. So that's probably not a platinum I'm going to get anytime soon because I have the patience for it. I ain't got the time to spend a whole afternoon just, you know. I'm older now, I've got less sort of free time, I've got things to be doing, and how the fuck did I miss boxes then? Yeah, so I just haven't got the time to dedicate it to it. I'm sure I could do it if I played it lots, but yeah, it's just not one that's going to happen for me. Because, you know, there's always other games coming out. I mean, Control's out now, and everyone's raving about it. I don't really... I don't know. It looks very old school. Very PC-like in the way it moves. And the pistol thing just annoys me. It's just boring. You've got a pistol all the time. Sure, you can change it, but no thanks. Now this, I love this level. I love this music. What a tune. I think they made this better. I think he controls better. It's still bloody nails at times though. Oh shit, didn't see that one. Come on, Gresh. Yes. I can sprint, can't I? How do I sprint? Oh shit. I need to remember how to sprint. Because it goes... Was that just in two? Like I can. Oh shit. The music, this is a tune that the original version is better. More punchiness to it. Oh shit, I hate those. You can never time those right. You always get hit by them, at least one of them. Oh! Oh shit! Oh yes, we dodged him. And we'll take that gem as well, baby! Ah, yeah, but yeah, Crash Bandicoot for me was PlayStation 1. It was just so much fun. I had these, I didn't have Mario 64. Mario 64 was a great game. Playing it now, it's great. But these were good enough for me back then. I loved them. I didn't even buy Spyro on PlayStation 1. I only played those for the first time with the Relics Trilogy. Well, saying that, I briefly played like the demos in the official PlayStation magazine, but it wasn't one that grabbed me. I much preferred Crash. I feel like, you know, Crash and Spyro were the Sonic and Mario of the 32-bit generation. I feel like you either like the one or the other. And for me, it was all this orange dude with blue trousers. Oh shit. Let's just run to that checkpoint. Over we go. Now this level, and the other one with the gate, is a really annoying level to play on the Vita if you've got this downloaded, because it's so laggy. It makes trying to jump on those damn things a right pain in the ass. Those are the turtles from the high road. We'll see those later. Oh god, we'll see those later. The monkeys as well, they obviously don't know. Get out of the way. Okay, so we can bounce off that. Yes. Oh god. These enemies are really fucking annoying. The shield, they just push you back and you'll most likely just fall off. Oh fuck. I haven't got a mask either, have I? Be careful here. There's the checkpoint. We got the checkpoint, brilliant. Yeah, get out of it. Easy goes well. Oop. Okay, wait for that to go. Jump, crash, jump, 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 jump up in the air. Oh god. Run! Oh shit. Oh, that didn't go as bad. Oh, fucking hell. I weren't sure if that was going to hit me there. There's a monkey right there. Fuck! Get out of it. Jesus Christ. Okay, well that's a checkpoint there now, because we've gone through to her. So let's do this. 5 boxes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're done. She gets captured again. I think that was new. I don't think that was in the original. I think she used to just stand there, didn't she? Maybe give you a kiss. But yeah, this bit here on the Vita, I just can't do it. Trying to jump, and like same with the boxes as well. Getting to land on where you want them to land, right pain in the backside. Because you'll find you sort of bounce, and then when you try and turn, you just sort of fuck it, and you fall right down. And I remember doing this with the speedrun as well. Oh my god. Very nerve-wracking, this. There's one wrong move. Like that. Like that. Sends you down. And then you've just lost your time. Because you're not going to make that up now. Okay, I'm going to use a D-pad now. That might help be more pinpoint. Let's hit that mask. Oh no. No, no. Oh, this isn't good, is it? Okay, I'm struggling already. We're still on the first island. Quick, 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 quick. Oh yeah, styled that one out, look. Stood on the edge. Okay, Crash, come on. Stop missing a bit. Oh god. And we made it. I think. Hey, checkpoint. Thank God. Okay, switching back to the stick. I'm going to bounce on you. Funnily enough, that castle over there with the blimp is actually where we'll end up at the end of the game. Oh shit! Oh god! I don't know how I survived that, to be fair. Oh, didn't spot that. But yeah, that's the blimp. Cortex's blimp that you fight him on, and the base tower that you'll see on the. There we go. That's how you do that bit. On the level select map screen, you'll see that. I'm guessing you can also spot the tree thing as well. Oh shit! Bloody hell! Look at this is another issue people have with Crash 1. I don't know how I died there. What the hell? Not that. That's not the issue. The fact that compared to the other two, this one is nails, man. This one is hard. This one doesn't hold your hand, whereas the other two are a bit more lenient on you, I feel. Ah, I knew I wasn't gonna make that. It's gonna give me a mess soon anyway. Okay. Come on, Crash. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Spin them. Fuck. There's probably a box up there. But I need to get out of this death trap. Hey, check it out. Okay. Get out. God damn monkey. Ah! Oh, that was close. That's just taking no prisoners here. We've got one of those lives back, but we've already got 38 lives. Can we sneak it in? Oh shit! Oh! Oh, we'll stop there, we'll wait there. A little bounce there, a little bounce there. Should have done a bigger. I think that's a big bounce on the first one. We missed the second one. Oh, I almost didn't make that one. Oh man, what am I doing there? What am I doing there? No, what am I doing there? See, fuck's sake. Okay, forest, you go. Fucking hell. Oh shit. I'm alright, I'm alright. Oh crap! Oh, okay. I think I can stand on that one there. Okay. Okay. Oh god. God, I missed like 11. Yeah, Crash, I feel the same, mate. Jeez. I always wondered who's throwing those boxes on there as well. It's like it's just some guy at the top. He's like, great, but you missed all these, asshole. Okay, well that is the first island. So, yeah, I think that's a decent place to stop here. So thank you very much for watching my Crash Bandicoot Let's Play. I hope to see you in the next part. Thank you very much again, and I'll see you soon.